sit up against the wall. Tom, what are you doing?
Okay, you're not all. Okay, you're kind of sort of in the shot.
Am I in the shot?
How about you all get on one bench so I can get up closer?
I was just gonna say consent.
Get up. No, get up on one bench. There's room for you on one bench.
Yeah, Connor, again.
No. Hey. Put it back. And get on the other bench. All right.
Dirty marks. That's what Carl's wife said to him when he found him cheating, okay?
Who's Carl?
Dirty marks. Carl Marks. It's a joke. Wow. I could have said Groucho, which would have been more obvious because there are no other Grouchos other than Groucho Marx.
Remember
But I
the
said
time
Carl.
where like you had to go to the bathroom and you know you had to go, but you just chose not to go for the longest time?
Yes, I remember when watching TV. I'm just like, I'm gonna have to go anyway. And it's like, the thing is, especially when I'm marathoning a TV show, because at the end of the episode, I'm still gonna watch another one anyway, so I'm still gonna impede myself from watching more TV.
I might not even be watching like a whole nothing important. I might just be sitting there knowing I have to go pee, and you're like, nah.
Exactly.
And then go pee like literally the next day.
It's never happened to me.
That happened to me like last week. I don't know. I just went to bed, woke up, and I'm like, man, I really gotta pee now.
I can't go to bed without going to the bathroom. Like I have to go to the bathroom right before I go to bed.
I used to worry about that when I was younger, that I went to bed, but that was when I was like 7 or 4, whatever.
7 or 4. That's
7 or 4. That's a big. That's like in those ages. That's a lot of development.
That's being a toddler to being, like.
Not really a toddler, maybe like a.
Well, let me just say this.
No, my 4-year-old cousins is staying with us right now. A 4 years old to a toddler.
Yeah.
Okay, that one.
Yeah, I think you're a child at 4 years old. At 3 years old.
I consider you not a toddler anymore when
One-
you wear diapers anymore.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to call my 4-year-old cousin other than no.
Well, here I got a question. Do you ever? Okay, I don't want to say this. Well, other people are around.
Also, if people coming in, don't film them. It's a bit
Okay.
weird. It's a bit rude.
Yeah. Anyways, do you ever sit down when you're peeing because you don't trust the fart on deck?
Yes. Almost every day.
I thought you were just gonna ask.
Several times.
I thought you were just
a
gonna
day,
ask. Do you ever just
like basically everyone at home I do.
Well,
Like,
I thought you were
everyone at home
just
is
gonna say, do you
like,
ever like have to pee but just don't want to stand, so you just sit
You're
down?
shouting a lot.
Good, that's good.
Oh, but no, I mean, but there's people in the school, and
Well, I've done that before. I do
I
that
do that quite regularly every time, like at night.
Because like if I'm at night,
Yeah, it's like
and I don't want to pee in the water, it makes a lot of sound. I like sort of like hit the side rim and it just trickles down.
Yeah.
And I don't flush the toilet. I walk away.
I'll take this right now.
I don't want to
I'll
wake
take
up
this
my
right now.
parents. So.
I don't think I haven't trusted a fart since 2002. Like I
Wait a minute. Let's do the math here. You've been sitting down to take a.
No, I have
Since you were 7.
No, I have farted before, but it's like never. Like if it's one that's even mildly,
So you farted before?
No, I mean if it's like mildly questionable, I won't trust it. Like since I think it was actually, if I had to give it a year, I'd probably say 2005 or 2006 when I was in like 4th grade. Even though I wasn't at school, I trusted one, and it hit me. It did. It hurt me. And since then, every single one, I'm just like, should I trust this? And if I have to ask if I should trust it, like unless it's one of those where it's just like, unless it's one of those.
I think it actually happened to Michael.
Unless
I think he's trying to cover for Michael.
Unless it's one of those that like it's like okay, yeah, it's fine. But
I probably
unless
trust
one
my
of those-
farts way more than I should because I get really excited when I get like a really loud one and I'm by myself. I'm like, yeah, but then I can like have like those, bad
There's
turnouts.
someone right over there around the corner.
There's like a janitor like shaking there, just disturbed.
What are you gonna do with this?
Oh, we're just recording podcast stuff.
podcast style. I don't think podcast.
Should we have a microphone then? Why do we have a camera?
Because we don't have a microphone.
Just gonna take the audio.
No.
Audio and
Speaking of farts,
No.
do you ever respond to somebody with farts?
No.
Speaking of farts, have
No,
you ever had that
let's
time?
not- let's stop doing that.
Real quick. Speaking of farts, when the bell
No.
rings and you all leave, everyone gets on the hallways. There's always that one guy that smells, and not smells. Well, he farts, and it's like the whole hallway smells, and there's just a ton of people you don't know. It's like that son of a bitch. It's like all those people. One of them farted. You just don't know who, and you get really. I get peeved. I'm sorry.
Let's stop thinking about farts.
Okay.
Because sometimes I'll walk into a room and I'll be like, hey, Mom, guess what?
My dad's been doing that a lot. Like almost every day, my dad will do that. Oh, Jesus,
Squeaky shoes. Squeaky boots.
Jeez, the janitor out there.
Who's out there?
The janitor.
This guy looks uncanny to my father.
I know. I just thought that.
Oh, are you serious?
Wait, what?
Like like same build, same everything. It's just uncanny how much he looks like my father. Oh God. Okay.
Same Vietnam War credentials.
Yeah, pretty much.
See if there's dust on it.
And I really had to go pee, I'm sorry.
I thought you said, I thought you were
Hey Connor. Hey, Michael. No, Connor. No, Jake. You film.
Okay.
Okay. I want to tell a story about how that guy looks so much like my father.
Do I have to sit down again?
Yes. No. Sure. So, anyways, when I first moved here back in 2004, I just started Sally Jones Elementary, and the guy, the janitor out there, I don't say his name too bad, but anyways,
Do you even know his name?
no, I think his name's David. Did you touch my arm? Anyways, I was in 3rd grade with Miss Klossner's mother.
Ooh.
And and she was a really good teacher. Anyways,
Wait, no.
Like, here's the story.
You just glossed over. You said yes, but then you kind of glossed over.
Wait, no. Did you just ask if she was hot? I'm like,
Anyways,
Wait,
here's-
no, you still
I,
didn't
I got a really good story. Anyways, and I was like, oh, I hate this place. We just moved here like a week ago. I hate it. I want to go home. Anyways, I want to go home, and I was like, I wish my dad was here. And then right at that moment, he walked in. And I'm like, Dad. Oh wait. Because it was uncanny. Like, I couldn't believe, like, same stature, like body shape. He wore the hat. Like, my dad always wore a hat when he was younger.
I was gonna say your dad never wears a hat.
He used to wear it all the time because he used to have a construction kind of type job where he worked on the roads all the
I thought
time.
he was just self-conscious about his bald head.
No. He's very proud of his baldness.
I think I distinctly remember you saying that he was very self-conscious when he was younger, when he started losing his hair.
I was talking about Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart?
Yeah, he lost his hair when he was 18.
No, you were talking about your dad. Your dad started losing his hair when he was like 30.
Like 35, I think. But it wasn't like it started then. It didn't like all of a sudden,
you said
he woke up one morning and all his hair was on his pillow.
No, you said he was self-conscious.
shit.
I think
Oh,
I remember when your dad shaved his mustache. Or his
My
face.
dad's never shaved.
I remember one time
He
shaved
once
his
got a
face.
close shave on the bottom of his beard, but I'm not. Every year
I
that I've been
remember-
alive.
I remember him like not having any facial hair.
Nope.
I
I think I showed you a picture because
No,
Connor,
I remember.
I would be livid if my father shaved his beard.
we were
because
shocked at like
there
how
hasn't been a single day in my
Sure.
entire 18
Filthy
years
hands away from me.
that I have not seen my father without a beard. Even in pictures. Even in
We
pictures.
need to find some younger pictures.
Yeah, I think there's like 2 of them. I think there's one from when he was like 8. And
What? Oh, 8 years old. Not even one when he's like 15.
no. There is one where he's on a couch sitting next to my 105-year-old grandfather that I never got to meet. He lived through 5 generations. And his name was George.
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 There's so much water. You gotta unplug the drain, George.
Yeah,
My family's not Jewish.
You gotta buy some Drano.
My father's name is George.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Way to make it awkward.
Well, are you
No,
Jewish?
no, not Jewish. George isn't a Jewish name. George is an Irish name.
No, it's not.
It's an Irish name.
Like King George.
No, Boyd's an Irish name. Connor's an Irish name.
No, George, not
Connor.
No, George isn't a first name. It's an Irish name. It's a Scotch-Irish name.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a Scotch-Irish name.
Why are you
Irish.
Jewish?
We're not Jewish.
You just said you were Jewish.
He's not
Not Jewish.
Jewish.
Then why is your
Well,
dad's name George?
Because George
Because
isn't.
that's like an English name.
It's an English name. So technically, my paternal grandfather was born Jewish, but he converted himself.
Oh, well then you're all Jewish.
But our name still is Christy,
No,
which
we
means
can
of
hear
Christ, which is bizarre. Let's be
Like
honest.
an awkward pause. Then you're all Jewish.
Okay, I'm done.